Hey y'all, it's Elisha and welcome back to Elisha's Crafty Hoplop and to video 2 of the day. The first thing I want to say is thank you so much for all your comments on our scissor tutorial. I did catch up on a bunch of comments, as I'm sure y'all noticed. It was interesting how many people were still using the Westcott scissors from the DT. I'm so glad I did that video because, I really thought I couldn't fussy cut. And even a friend of mine who she and I have been on here from the start together, said she still had not switched from the DT, and that's also why she doesn't fussy cut that much. And I was like, girly, so we resolved that. I just got her some scissors. The DT scissors, folks, I don't know what it is with them, but they don't cut straight. The blades, they're problematic. My adopted newbie swap partner, Erica's like, why do they fray paper? I don't know. I don't know what's with those Westcott scissors, but there's something wrong with them. And that's why I got rid of mine. And so I guess I'm glad I did that video because I didn't realize other people were having that struggle. I thought I was the only one who used those scissors, and clearly that's not the case. Now, I will tell you, my friend P, Whimsical Endeavors, who is a very experienced crafter, we're talking about like a Monty or Judy Miss Scrapbook or a Jelly Bean kind of crafter, someone who's got over 20 years experience. She did say that the cutter bees, that scissor I told you about that May likes, it looks a lot like my tonic scissors, but it's yellow. She says that that is a very good fussy cutting scissor, and it is a bit lighter than the tonic. So those of you with hand issues, I just want to share that with you. That comes from a very reliable source. P is like Misty, is someone that, or Jelly Bean or Judy, I can go to for advice on that, or Jelly Bean, any of those folks I can go to for that kind of advice. And P said, listen, the cutter bees that May likes are lighter. So that means you wouldn't have to buy those awful We Are Memory Keeper scissors, y'all. If the cutter bees are lighter than these, then that's a great alternative. And I think they're about $10.99. There's a supplier on Etsy. I think her name is Barb's, I don't know what I call her, Barb's Craft Corner or something like that. She carries a lot of great supplies, and she carries the cutter bees for $10.99. I know that because I've seen them there. And I'm sure May carries them too. So that's a place where you could get them. I don't know if they're on Amazon. I didn't check. But it's another alternative to the tonic for those of you with hand issues. A lot of you said, thank you for explaining the hand issues, because, there are people living with arthritis or fibromyalgia or other skeletal issues. And it was also comforting to know, because I kind of was like, are people going to think it's weird I have a tiered system for scissors because of my hands? But then I learned some of you do too for the same reason. Either you can fussy cut for an hour, and then you just have to get one pair, y'all. But I really don't like to stop a project. I'm a bit built like this. My husband says it's like a little bit of that. He calls it like an anal OCD kind of tendency. If I start on ephemera, I want to finish ephemera. So the problem with that is that I only have an hour with any normal scissors. I've worked out a system where I can do the 3 hours, but I do need the 3 pairs of scissors. You have to decide for yourself. If you're organized and you just arrange it where you just fussy cut an hour a day, then you only need 1 pair of fussy cutting scissors. Now you have to decide which ones. I love the Tim Holtz scissors, but a couple of you who have them said you find them heavy because you do have hand issues. They are heavier. But again, I tell you that's because you need to get into the chipboard. There's always a trade-off, y'all. If I were to use a lighter scissor, like a tonic scissor to cut a chipboard, it'll cut it, but I have to use much more upper arm strength. The Tim Holtz scissor might be a bit heavier, but I don't need to put half as much heft. And I can tell you because I used those new scissors from Susan, and they are magic through chipboard. Like, it took half the amount of strength, so it saved my arm. And so, I think they're a dream, but you have to decide for yourself. I wish, right now that we're coming out of COVID, I'm hoping that some of you can go and actually pick up the scissors and hold them. Because one of the challenges I had was ordering some of these online. So I told you all, like, when I bought these, I really thought they'd be lighter. But they're not. They're really great scissors, but they're not as light as I thought they would be. And if I had been able to hold them in the store, I would have known that. Don't misunderstand me. I'm not sorry that I bought these. In the Holy Land, these saved me each and every day. I'm just saying that it would have been nice to know that these were a tiny bit heavier than, let's say, the Cutter Bees or the We Are Memory Keepers. I'm perfectly willing to live with a heavier Tim Holtz scissor because they're so good at cutting. And those magical ones that flip over, I mean, you can use them for everything. And for me, I like that. You know, when I first got that Hobby Lobby snipper, I was really happy with it. When we did our craft tools last year, I said I love those because I could suddenly cut little threads. What I didn't realize when I did that video is that within a few months of using them, they would dull. I figured they would just be like my tonic ones that I got. I just didn't expect the blades to dull so quickly. The thing about tonic and about Tim Holtz is that the blades don't dull. The Tim Holtz scissors are self-sharpening. So you all know I'm pretty, I don't know what the right word is. I'm pretty strict with myself about cleaning my craft tools on Sundays. And I used to have to sharpen I used to have to sharpen the heck out of my scissors at home with tin foil because the blades would dull after a week of using them for crafting. I don't have to do any of that with the Tim Holtz scissors. Like, it's kind of like when I switched to the Fiskars paper cutter. What a difference. It's the same thing with these scissors. They're self-sharpening, they clean up nicely. For me, I can't go wrong with that. You know, there's nothing worse than a dull pair of scissors. We all know that. And for fussy cutting, you just can't have it. So for me, those are all the reasons why I love the Tim Holtz. But, you know, just as many people love the tonic. What you really need to do is figure out, like, what feels good. Because also some people said, and I thought this was an excellent point, a lot of the holes in scissors are really small. I don't have small hands, y'all. So you have to figure out, like, is it comfortable? So these ones, my fingers just fit. But it would have been good to know that. What if they were too tight? Like, it's better if you can go in person and feel the scissors. And see, do your fingers fit comfortably? I will say that what I love about the Tim Holtz is that their handle is bigger. So no matter your size of your hand, it's likely to fit. And that does matter because, okay, so I don't have small hands. And scleroderma means my hands get swollen a lot. And I literally just barely fit my fingers comfortably in these. So that's a factor too. You have to think about all these different elements, right? Which I didn't cover in the video. But so many of you left great comments, I felt I should address it now. That, you know, if possible, check them out in person. If you live near another crafter and they have them, ask them if you can touch them, hold them, examine them. You know, that way you can make sure that you're getting the scissor that's right for you. And again, I really do want you to think about the blade size. For me, because of my hand issues, I do need a smaller blade for control. So you need to think about what your needs are and then buy the scissor that works the best for you. But I appreciate very much, P. Thank you for telling me that the Cutter Bees are really good and that they're like these, but lighter. Because, as I said to y'all, I would never recommend those We Are Memory Keeper scissors. They're just a terrible blade. But they work for my hands because of their weight. So if I can find another pair that's light and I don't have any of those issues, I'm happy to own them. I think, you know, I haven't done the Desert Island video yet. And I know Susan's done one and Misty has suggested I think about it and do one. But I don't know that I'm yet comfortable enough. I can tell you what my favorite supplies are. I'm not sure yet I can tell you for sure if I were stuck on a desert island what I would want to take with me. I'm still developing. I'm still evolving as a crafter. I know my scissors are really important. I know my bone folder is important. My paper cutter is essential. You know, I love die cutting, but is it essential? If I have fussy cutting scissors and other things, I guess I could do without it. I'm not sure yet what I can't live without, except for my scissors and my paper cutter. Because of my arm issues, those have to be good. Now, I just ordered a new scoreboard because you all know I made that terrible purchase and I forced myself to live with it for over 2 years and it was torture. And so I asked around and I found out that there are some, you know, you either get a Score Pal or you get a Stampin' Up board or you can get a Martha Stewart board. Basically, those are the three that people seem to like the most. I decided to get the Stampin' Up one just because I wanted to support Tammy Stamping Therapy. That's the truth. That's why I ordered it. It's as good as the other two, and I wanted to lend some support to her. But I don't know yet because I'm a work in progress, y'all. I'm a work in progress. I don't know I can say if I were stuck on a desert island what I would take. I think I still need to explore a little bit and figure out what tools I just couldn't live without. But I can tell you for sure my scissors would be on that now. Now that I have scissors that cut in a straight line, oh my goodness, what a difference. And those scissors Susan got me, cut that chipboard. Susan, my arm thanks you. Whoa. But I so appreciate all your feedback. Thank you for liking the video. I'm glad it was useful. Again, we have really great experts in our community. We have Monty the Polka Dot Pinecone. We have Jelly Bean Junction. We have Miss Judy. We've got people that have been crafting. We've got P. I know she's healing from a surgery, but we've got people that have been crafting 25 years, each of them, or longer. And you can ask them a whole bunch of questions that I'm still learning by trial and error. If not for them, sometimes I think I would make some pretty epic mistakes. And I have made them. I told y'all, the only reason I could do that video on scissors is because I made a lot of mistakes at first. I got the right snippets, but then buying them at the Hobby Lobby, I didn't know the blades would dull. I just assumed everyone made decent scissors. And y'all, they don't. So it's a lesson, and we learn more as we make, and from each other. That's the blessing. We learn from each other. I'm so glad, too, that you all were as inspired by Cynthia Aguilar's pockets. Cynthia, I think sometimes you don't see your own work. Did you read everyone's comments? Everyone was as wowed as I was, and they didn't get to see it up close, Cynthia. They didn't get to see all those tiny pieces you put on by hand. So inspiring. And everyone was inspired by Soleil. And how can you not be? Right? Again, the lesson in Soleil's beautifulness is that she goes with what her aesthetic is for her. And from that blooms magic. And I think that's a lesson that we could all learn from and take away from. I also want to thank everybody who bravely shared with me that they've had a stroke or something similar happen. I have to tell you, I was a bit shocked. I was a bit shocked, y'all. Lanny and I have a lot in common. We don't just live nearby each other. We do happen to have tons in common. But when I read Lanny's comment, I almost fainted. And Lorraine Barton, thank you so much for bravely sharing with us your story. I was very moved that you did that. So many of you, and I had no idea. And thank you because, I tell you all, I don't always talk about the struggle. I'm upfront about having the illness because I feel that I'll help others be more comfortable. But I was astounded by what you shared. And I'm sure Miss Sheila read each and every one of those comments and felt just as moved as I did. So, y'all, what you did was really wonderful. Really wonderful. So many brave women on here. Isn't it something, y'all? So many brave women. And that for me is inspiring. And it really is. I think when we see people sharing openly what they've gone through and how they've worked through it, it helps the rest of us. And we remember that there's hope. There's hope. And if anyone's got determination, oh, it's Miss Sheila. It's Miss Sheila. Did you all see that Elisha Love Letter Generation got her birthday present? Oh, folks, I said an out loud hallelujah. So my mail to Australia is taking almost 3 months, 2.5 months to get there. And so I was so worried Elisha would not get my birthday present this year because it's just, I have no guarantee. And Soleil still doesn't have one of my packages at all. And it was mailed before all these other ones. So they keep telling me it's not lost, it's circulating. Where is it circulating? I want to know. But Frank Garcia Studios, I had a chat with their people there are so terrific, y'all. So I just spoke to them about the problem I was having with Down Under Mail, and they said, listen, we have a commercial mail account. It'll get there faster, we promise you. And I was like, well, what if it doesn't get there? What if it's like what I'm having? And they said, if it doesn't get there, we guarantee it. If it does not get there, we will refund your purchase. Folks, theirs got to Elisha in 1 month. 1 month. Now, I know that still sounds like a really long time for expedited shipping, and it is under normal circumstances. But considering how long my mail is taking, I was like, a month? Oh, yes, please. So if any of you want to send a gift to somebody down under or somewhere, I mean, my mail to England seems to be getting there faster. But I don't know that Anna, who I'm about to share my Happy Mail with from, I don't know that she's gotten any of my mail. So if you want to send a package off somewhere overseas, the nice thing about Frank Garcia Studio is they guarantee that if the person doesn't receive it, you get a refund. They have a commercial shipping account, so it gets there faster. And you want to know something, folks? They didn't upcharge me for the shipping. The only downside is that I could only send her the bought goodies. I couldn't send her her card or anything I made her, but I explained that to her in advance and why I was doing it, because I just thought it just wouldn't get there. Notice I planned it so it got, like, I took a chance and I knew it might get there early, but I didn't care. Early was better than it coming late. So I'm so glad she got it. And so I want to share with you, if you have a special friend in Australia or in New Zealand and you want to send them something really special, I highly suggest you do it through someone like a Frank Garcia Studios that guarantees the delivery. It did make a huge difference, y'all. It really, really did. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Well, folks, I have a package from Ana Silva. And Ana Silva is on Instagram, not on YouTube. We know her as Ephemeris, but I call her Anna. And I don't know if she's got my package or not. We don't chat like Elisha and I do or Soleil, but I really love her work. And I was so excited to get this, y'all. And she packed it up so beautifully. She always does. She's like a very special person. I'm excited, Anna. Oh my gosh. No. Look at this Frida envelope. Oh, Anna. It's Frida lighting a cigarette, and behind, oh, this is amazing. There's actual dried flowers and torn paper, and this glassine bag, she has stamped it, and it's got this amazing spray, and it says, grow like a wildflower. Oh, I'm going to have a mesmerizing happy moment, y'all. I mean, how can you not? Anna is another profoundly innovative maker. I think she's a beautiful crafter. Oh, you sewed! I am just blessed this week. Oh, look at this. This is her ATC. I need to put this with jelly beans. Now I have two. Okay, pretend you didn't see that. I'm putting it to the side, and I will do an ATC video with Jelly Bean and Anna's, because I just saw her note too that says, she's never really thought about an ATC, so it's not really her style. It's what she thought I would love. I love everything you make, Anna. Oh, oh no, she says she hasn't gotten that other package. See, she watches videos and it's lost. But it's okay. I have tracking and insurance. So you know what? It's okay. I am so grateful to you for telling me. This is what I've been worrying about, y'all. And she says it's been really difficult. It's a very inspiring note. Yeah, thank you so much for letting me know. So I need to go and file a report on Wednesday at the post office. That means it's lost. I think I have to do it for Soleil's other package too. But I have the tracking, and I have insurance on your package and on Soleil's. It's just sad to me because I put a lot of effort and I made you those embellishments. But folks, it does happen sometimes. Oh, that's maddening. I've been waiting to find out if Anna had gotten it or not. Look at this. Oh, Anna, these are amazing. Folks, she took a Dolce card, sewed this amazing, unbelievable. She used thick plastic, cut it out so it's like an acetate covering over You Are Loved, put a camera behind, and then this vintage image, and then sewed it. Anna, these are amazing. And I love the sewing in the back with the pink and the yellow. Oh yeah, Anna, I'm amazed. Like, you can sew well enough. You can also blend color like Soleil. Oh, wow. Oh, look at this one. This is such a gift. Wow. Oh, it's so beautiful. Look at it. And what Ana does is she collages. It's so beautiful, y'all. Like she collages the images together. Oh my gosh, Ana, these are amazing. I can't wait to see the next one. Yeah, I knew it. Look at it. It's amazing. Oh, this is so inspiring. Oh my gosh. But look at her gorgeous envelope. That's going in my art journal. It goes to this side. It's going in my art journal today. Ana, you are something else. I love your collage aesthetic. Now I'm thinking about your package being missing, and it's kind of irking me. You printed me them. Oh, okay. I don't even know how to... Let me just show them, because they won't understand what I'm squealing over. This was so thoughtful of you. This was cut out from a magazine for me. I cannot believe this. Ana knows I love Frida. I love Frida Kahlo. She's very inspiring to me. Look what she did, y'all. This is amazing of you. Oh my gosh, this is from an art book. Oh, Ana. I don't even want to put them down next to me. I'm so nervous. Look at this, y'all. This is like For the Love of Paper. Yeah, they have different versions. So in Europe, they have Flow. They have all these different... I cannot believe you did this for me. Thank you so much. So, you know how Linda's Thrifty Life was explained to you all that there's different books? In Europe, they have many more. And they have Flow, and they have all these really amazing images. Look. And Ana has sent them to me to use. Oh my gosh, Ana. Oh! Folks, look at these. I knew this was from Flow. I knew it. I knew it. Look, if you only read the books that everyone else is reading, you can only think what everyone else is thinking. And that's from Haruki Murakami, who is a surrealist writer. And it's from Flow. What did I tell you? Flow magazine. It's hard. You can get it in the US, but it's really expensive because it's a European brand magazine. And I am in love with this magazine. Writer, a peculiar organism capable of transforming caffeine into books. Ana! Look what that says. Let me read that to you again, y'all. Oh no, it's double-sided too because it has these really cool records on the other side. Writer, a peculiar organism capable of transforming caffeine into books. You are amazing. And then, okay, because Flow, I mean, this was so generous because Flow, y'all, is a magazine that's very much like that For the Love of Paper, but it comes to you in, I think, several times a year, like 4 times a year, 3 times a year. And they're precious images because they're meant, oh my gosh, the female thinkers. And you see they pop out. Oh, you sent me all of them. Look, from Flow. So Flow is like For the Love of Paper. See, you pop these out and you use them in crafting and make paper art. This was an amazing gift. This was truly an amazing... Oh, you sent Marilyn. Oh my gosh, Ana, this is... I'm so touched by what you've done. Folks, to send someone your Flow pages is like tearing open that book and like... This is so thoughtful. Oh my god, you even included the Bloomsbury group. Oh, you and I have so much in common. It's crazy. It's... Oh, and a Manhattan one. What was that doing in the magazine? Oh, this is so... And then this is the centerfold. No! Okay, this is the centerfold. They always put in Flow, like For the Love of Paper, a fold center. Are you ready? See the written thing? Oh my goodness, Ana, I'm never using this. You know this. This is going up in my office. Look at it! Big things have small beginnings. You just have to put one sentence down at a time. This was epically thoughtful. And I, like, really, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Folks, this is Ephemeris. I'm going to put her Instagram down below. She watches videos, but she's an Instagrammer. If you don't, I'm being terrible lately in Instagram, but whenever I do go on for anything, I make sure to look at her projects because she is such a great maker and so innovative. And like, look how she does these like interesting collages, and she can make the most beautiful embellishments. You know, in Europe, paper art is still an art form, and I think Anna's of that tradition, and it's just so magical. I just think this was so thoughtful of you. I can't believe you ripped up your flow for me. I am really sorry I'm so glad too that you told me that you have not gotten it. And because I've been kind of worrying about it and wondering if you've gotten it or not. So when I go on Wednesday, I'm going to put a tracer on it, and then I will message you on Instagram and let you know what they say the status is, and I'll put in a claim ticket for it. I'll just put together something new for you. That's what I'm going to do. Anna, thank you so much. This was such happy mail. Oh my gosh. Flow, folks. And you know how much I love these. Thank you so much. Folks, this is Ana Silva, otherwise known as Ephemeris or Ephemeris 32. But you know her as Ephemeris on Instagram and sometimes on YouTube. She is such an incredibly inspired maker and really special. Thank you. All right, y'all. What a day. What a day. I'm going to go back and do a little bit more crafting and adulting, but thank you so much, Anna. Thank you to P for all the tips on the scissors. Thank you to Lorraine Barton and Lanny for bravely sharing your stories. And for Miss Sheila, we're with you. We're with you, and we're thinking of you and supporting you. All right, y'all. Wishing for you a happy crafty day. How can this not be a happy day? Thank you, Anna. All right, y'all. Take real good care. I'll see you later today.